Hi, I'm Marsha, and this video is a video about the pickups that I got at this past weekend's Orlando record show. Now, I did a video about 2 weeks ago in which I showed the pickups I got at the Orlando record show back in August, and at that time I said the next one is in 2 weeks, so it's been a while. So I'm ahead of schedule, I guess, by getting this one out only 3 days after the record show occurred. So anyways, the record show this time around, it wasn't as packed as it normally is. And I have to say, I found the prices to be rather expensive at this one. I didn't get as much stuff as I did at the last show. And the prices I thought were really quite outrageous, to the point where I wasn't even interested in having any kind of discussion about negotiating on a lot of stuff. I picked up a lot of stuff that I eventually ended up putting back just because the prices were just too high. You know, I might be buying more CDs in 2024, and I might lose subscribers by saying that, so sorry. But I will show you what I did pick up at the record show. So to start off with, I did get at the record show one record I was looking for, and it was the Bangles debut release, All Over the Place. The video I did a couple weeks ago in which I showed my finds from the Orlando record show that took place in August, I had picked up a Bangles record there, and I picked that one up because I was actually looking for this one, but since I saw their sophomore release, I decided to pick that one up at that show. I also got Sheila E., Romance 1600, and I saw this and I couldn't resist. I mean, look at that cover, the soft focus, the sequence, the jewels, the beading, I mean, and the back. Look at the back, look at that gang. I mean, this one here, I am particularly interested in this entire outfit. But this, as per the hype sticker, has Love Bizarre, and I mean, I love Prince, so of course I love Love Bizarre. And I was in my car a couple of months ago with my parents, and I had a playlist on that had Love Bizarre, and even my 82-year-old dad was rocking out in the car to Love Bizarre. I mean, Prince is universal. Next up, I got Slade. That is not an attractive group of men, but they make really great music. This was a group, you know, I only became familiar with within the last couple of years. I kind of knew who they were, and then I listened to this album and I absolutely fell in love with it, knew I needed to get it in my collection. It's not real easy to find here in the States. It's not terribly pricey when you do come across it, but it can be a little bit difficult to find, and from what I understand, in the UK, it's very, very common. Next is this Bryan Ferry. I can't begin to pronounce this. I know the French Vinyl Addict watches my channel, so if you could just put in the comments the phonetic pronunciation, we'll just say that that's it. But this is his 87 release. That's got Kiss and Tell on it. And then I picked up Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven, and this one has Last Christmas. So of course I have played Last Christmas 30 times in a row now because I love Last Christmas. It's December. I have this beautiful Christmas tree here. I've got to be listening to Last Christmas. So this album also has A Different Corner and I'm Your Man. Unfortunately, it's also got Wham Rap 86, but it's got a hot side and a cool side. This is the hot side. This is the cool side. Why the sticker of the two very handsome hot gentlemen is on the cool side, I have no idea why. And then finally, or no, not finally, I also got this Christmas with Chet Atkins. Again, it's Christmas, beautiful Christmas tree. I gotta listen to Christmas music. One side is electric, one side is acoustic. I prefer the acoustic side. The electric side, he's got the Anita Kerr singers, and they bring no personality to the record at all. I can only imagine the Jordanaires weren't available, and they would have made this album 1,000 times better if he had had the Jordanaires on it. But it's still something I'll put on during the Christmas season. It's not terrible. It's just lacking a little bit in personality, like I said. And the last two records I got were just things that I didn't have in my collection. Bob Dylan, Hard Rain. For whatever reason, this one has just always kind of escaped me. And then from Elvis in Memphis. I've been to Graceland. It's a shame I don't have this in my collection. So that's finally taken care of. After the record show, I did go to one of my favorite record stores that's not too far over there. And I was able to pick up something that I had on my want list that I did come across at the record show for a really expensive price. And it was the Muddy Waters Hard Again album. At the record store I went to, it was $20 cheaper than the lowest price I saw at the record show. And when I told the guy that at the record store, he had said, that's crazy. And he agreed with me that the prices were a little bit crazy this time around because they were at the show earlier than I was. And then while I was there, I picked up some things in a bargain bin. I got 1984 from Van Halen. I picked that up for $6. And then I picked up the She's Having a Baby soundtrack for relatively inexpensive. I had been watching a video not too long ago where somebody had said this was a really good soundtrack. So when I saw that it was fairly inexpensive, I decided to pick it up. They also were kind enough to give me, just because they're nice, the Madonna 12-inch single of Justify My Love, which also has a remix of Express Yourself. And I love Madonna. She is from the same area of Michigan that I am. She was just, you know, everywhere when I was a teenager. And if you were from where I was from in Michigan, she was your idol. And then lastly, I got another Wham album. I did see this one at the record show as well, and I got it at this record store for, again, about $15 cheaper than what I saw it for at the record show. This one has Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, which is a song I really do. I hate that song a lot. But it's got Freedom and Careless Whisper and Everything She Wants. So I was obviously in a very 80s mood this past weekend, which is weird because I have a lot of this stuff already on CD. But when I come across George Michael on vinyl, I kind of have to get it because George Michael was the first concert I ever saw. And lastly, so the next Orlando record show is Friday, February 2nd, Saturday, February 3rd, and Sunday, February 4th. According to the guys at their record store I go to, I guess they're trying to do the kind of show that would be comparable to the record show that they have in Austin in the fall. And I don't know anything about this in terms of like how good it's going to be or not good. I can only tell you that, you know, February 2nd and 3rd and 4th is a great time to visit Florida weather-wise. So if you are interested in it, I'll put that up there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. Take care, everybody. Bye.